G'day y'all. So I'm trying that. Bit of Texas, bit of Australia, AusTex bow hunting. At the range today for the first time in a long time. It's very cold. It's 40 something degrees. It's not a Monday. It is a Wednesday. I had a golf tournament on Monday, which I won. I won a Yeti cooler. So well worth going to the golf tournament to win a Yeti cooler. That will be definitely going up the tree next weekend when we finally go hunting this season. We are 4 weeks into the hunting season and I have not hunted yet, which is not good. I am listening to Judy Bowman as usual, episode 180.
What's your last name?
And just doing that. I've been, I have been practicing, been to Brian's a couple of times, which you saw the video, I think it was last week's vlog. Shooting good. Haven't had as much practice time as usual, so that's not good. But as soon as I shot, I was shooting well at Brian's, and in that video you saw go out to 50 yards, so I was very happy with that. I am joining BHA this week, so with that I've been listening to a lot of stuff, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation and other foundations like that that help large game animals. And the reason that I'm choosing at the moment, I'm planning on joining Rocky Mountain, but I feel at the moment with public land, the way that it's going, and this is not a political post obviously, but with our current president promising to help public land, and it seems like he's helping his friends. When land goes private, the state still has the rights to the animals, but the landowners have the right to the land, and a big problem that you see if you go through a map with land ownership, and you see all these checker dots of it's a checker pattern, and there's a lot of public land in between private land that you, unless you have a helicopter or the landowner's permission, you can't get to legally. Obviously, if you can't get to it legally, you can't hunt it legally. So these landowners are basically, by saying that no one can go through their land unless they pay, these landowners are getting extra pockets of land added to their land. So what the BHA, the Backcountry Hunters and Anglers, do is they're in Congress, and then they don't have a Texas chapter at the moment. Obviously, my one $25 membership isn't going to give them a Texas chapter, but the bigger they get, the more money that they can, use lawyers and things like that to get people in front of wherever they need to be. Ted Cruz said 2 years ago, Texas has 2% public land owned by the federal government, and that's 2% too many. Well, I'd like to disagree with you there, Mr. Cruz, because states sell public land. They can't afford to do it. One fire, and a lot of times they have to sell it. Once it's gone, it's gone. It doesn't come back again, and that's very important. And as someone who lives in Texas and finds it very hard to find public land to hunt on, it's the reason why I haven't hunted this season yet. With Brian's leases that we're working on, it's still very new, and You know, he wants to be there when I hunt, just so we don't get in trouble from the landowner. Obviously he pays for it, so he's allowed to be on it, but you know, we don't want to take more than we're allowed to take. I've just found some Army Corps of Engineer, or a friend of mine showed me some Army Corps of Engineer land just southwest of here, which is free to hunt, but that's also harder to find. They do camping as well. I'm going to take a friend of mine, Aaron, down there. He's dealing with a lot of the same issues. He's actually under concussion protocol at the moment. He's a professional hockey player as well, and he's under concussion protocol at the moment. So he's, you know, going through some stuff that I have already been through. So I'm taking him down with his bow. We're going to try and get some deer down there, doe or buck, doesn't matter. We're just going to get some meat. Then we're going to one of the foundations, Hunters for the Homeless, or there's another one as well. I do apologize to them. I'll have it on the next podcast, or at least down the bottom here if I can find that. But we, you know, finding this public land here. So when you talk about states like Montana and Idaho, Colorado, Utah, Oregon, Nevada, who are selling their public lands and have lost a lot of their public lands to private sales, then you get these landowners, whether they be corporations, logging corporations, or public private ranchers, who just buy these. You know, these are people that can afford to buy these huge, you know, families and individuals that can afford to buy these huge plots of land and sell. You know, sell hunts basically. That then becomes a problem, because then we can't afford, you know, the average guy that, you know, can't afford to go anywhere anytime, who has a job 9 to 5, that can't afford to do these $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 hunts, then that becomes an issue. So hunting is conservation. We need to do this ourselves. So backcountry hunters and anglers. Anyway, it's $25 a year. Get that. Anyway, that's enough of that. Haven't shot for a while, so let's shoot. As I said, have been shooting. I'm getting a new strap for my release. Hopefully that will come in today. I really hope today. I have a quasi day off. I have to play golf with a client later. I say that like, oh, I have to play golf, first world problems. It's cold and my back hurts in the cold, so I have to play golf later. But the new strap that I'm getting, which I hopefully comes in today, is a clicker strap. So it's a one-handed one. You can just slide it on, click it, and it won't stretch, because it's got a very thin aircraft cable inside of it, and as you tighten it, it obviously tightens that up. So the aircraft cable, under the tension that we have on this, it won't stretch. And then to take it off, you just press a button like that, and then just take it straight off your wrist as well. They're from TrueGlow. They're awesome. They're about $40, and I really can't wait till I get it. Today we're going to be trying something, a new form of editing. I say that. Which obviously won't be done today, but well, maybe tonight. But I watch another YouTube page from Alex Steele. Alex Steele is a blacksmith from England. He lives in England, and the reason I like Alex is he's got a lot of subscribers. So he's recently hired a guy to do all the editing, because Alex puts out a video every day. And that's awesome. And obviously when you put a video out every day, you do a lot of editing. I don't do a lot of editing because I have a family and a life. So I've just got a new laptop actually. It's pretty cool. It's a Realtree camouflage laptop. And that's so I can edit away from my desk. So what Alec did is having as many subscribers as he does, gets paid more than I do. Well, I don't get paid anything, but he does, and he's got some money coming in from his YouTube channel, and he hired a new editor. And the way that this guy edits, I really like. So we're going to not copy, but certainly, I want to try that style. So I've got one camera today. It's new. You might notice the picture's a little bit better. I don't know about the sound obviously yet. I've got that playing pretty loud. I'm an idiot for not turning it down, so I hope you can hear everything because I can't remember what I say. But I am going to do some new editing. I hope you like it. It's going to come in a minute. Hopefully I'll find the right song. I do have Gary, who's another client of mine, who wrote a song for me. It's called Life Isn't Hard, Life Isn't Easy, or Life is Hard. I've only heard it once. I got to meet with him later. He's also got a deer lease, which hopefully I get to hunt this year as well. It's in West Texas, straight west of here, so through Fort Worth, just south of Fort Worth, west of that. So hopefully there will be some actual hunting on this bow hunting channel, not 3D targets. So let's get to practice. This is talking long enough. Let's get to practice, and
we'll get to that later.
hopefully I shoot well today.
I have a general idea that, when you get the stuff there, and you have to have it in your hands and use it and have batteries and have lenses and have everything work to make it go.
Yeah. You fit everything you need to backpack. One backpack.
And so, obviously,